Hello, everybody. Today we have Bharti Chilkoti with us. She's a dynamic LinkedIn growth expert and a personal branding strategist. And she's based out of Bangalore. She has a passion for helping B2B founders elevate their presence. She's not just about numbers, but she believes in storytelling that connects and inspires. So I would like to welcome Bharti to our channel and thank her very much for making the time and speaking with us. Thank you so much, Bharti.
Thank you so much, Ajay, for the lovely opening of this podcast. And thank you for having me.
Okay. So, Bharti, please tell us, how do you make LinkedIn work well for clients in generating leads? What's your magic formula for making LinkedIn work so well for your clients?
Understood. So basically, on LinkedIn, generating leads is not the problem. A lot of business owners, and people but face is they feel it's very difficult to, generate leads on LinkedIn, which is not. It's basically two things. First thing is you need to have a good content strategy in place, right? So that the leads is able to come to you easily, seeing your profile, seeing your post. Second is you need to have a solid outbound automation system, which we do have in-house under the name of our company, which is Beyond Brand, right? So we like operate basically on two things. First is inbound, which is through content strategy for our clients, like generating leads through that. Second is having an automated system, like which is outbound. So these two, once these two things are set for any business, for any profile out there, it is quite possible. So this is how we do it.
Yeah. So, what's the first step in creating a personal brand that truly connects with people?
Understood. So, this question a lot of people have asked me previously, and I believe step first step to, just grow on LinkedIn or just, to truly connect with somebody on LinkedIn is to have a solid profile on LinkedIn, starting from your profile optimization, which is your profile picture, which has to be very clear. Second is your banner has to speak directly to your audience. Third comes your headline section, which directly should portray what exactly you do, what have you done previously, so that anybody who comes on your profile does feel okay, this person has done something, and then comes the about section where you explain about yourself, anything that you have done previously or what you're doing currently, or how can somebody reach out to you or connect with you on LinkedIn. Fourth, very important, which I've missed out on previously, like a lot of times in the podcast now, but I know it. So I'll say that is the last one is that experience, like your experience section speaks a lot about you. So before anybody comes on your profile or feels like connecting with you, your profile optimization has to be on point. So these things needs to be taken care of.
So, can you share how automation helps in generating leads while you speak?
Sure. So I think this is something that you have picked up from my banner, right? And I basically think that, the founders that we work with, the businesses that we work with, which are in tech and IT industries, these people need to just focus on their operations and not the sales part. And that is something that we take care of, sales and marketing part. So that's why, I have written that copy, which basically means that while you sleep, as in even when they are sleeping, they are getting inbound leads. They are getting demo calls booked for their product or services. So that's what I basically meant by the banner. And this is what we do in general.
Yeah. So, what's one piece of advice for someone
Hmm.
aiming to go viral on LinkedIn?
Yeah. So there's only one piece of advice, definitely, which is storytelling. Somebody who's looking to go viral on LinkedIn, just put out your stories, whether it's your failure, it's your win, or anything that you have faced previously in a job or something. Of course, not by targeting or just tagging those companies that you work with, but definitely a lesson that that you got from there, and then something you want to share with your community. So I definitely think that storytelling any kind does work on LinkedIn, to help you go viral.
So, what keeps you motivated when people question the path you've chosen as an entrepreneur?
Yeah. So a lot of people ask me this, that, coming from a biology background, now running your own business, how does it feel? And it's very different, of course. Like I did not know B of business. I don't come up from a business background. So a lot of question this thing definitely. But, my answer always is that, if you have that passion and drill in you, you will do it. It does not matter whether you don't come from that background or come from that background. So basically, yes, this is the question that people have generally. Like coming from a biology background and getting into business, how is this possible?
So, what's the key to creating engaging posts, especially on LinkedIn for people struggling with content creation?
Understood. So basically, anybody who is struggling to create content on LinkedIn, I would say the first step would be to optimize your profile in a way where, whoever you want to attract, they get attracted to. It should specifically be speaking to them only, your target audience only. You shouldn't be speaking to everybody. And that's why, I have used terms like you in my banner, in my headline, in my about section, so that anybody who comes to my profile, who is my target audience, feels like I'm speaking to them. Okay. Now, anybody who's struggling to create content, I would say first is to optimize your profile. Second is to create a content strategy that aligns with your goals. So let's say your goal is to just go viral on LinkedIn, just build a thought leadership. I would say just start with storytelling, share your stories, share your opinions on very generic topics, all that. If your end goal is to generate leads, then your content strategy would be different, which is something, first of all, starting off with what your opinion is on like entrepreneurship, founding something, coming from IIT and building something like that, your story first. Second is to share something that you have done previously for any of your clients. So that way you do generate leads. So depending on your goal, you need to work on the content strategy and then start putting content. And something along with that, like as a tip I would like to give is that 3 to 4 posts should be made every week, in order to grow on LinkedIn, because it's not magic, like, you know,
Yeah.
like once done and you get their success. It does not happen that way. I have been on LinkedIn for 2.5 years now, and it's been difficult to grow because there were times when I was inconsistent because of certain reasons. But yeah, like it's always important, to stay consistent. And 3 to 4 posts a week is something that I would recommend to anybody who is struggling and they are not, able to grow. So yeah.
So, what's one common problem freelancers face, and how do you help them get unstuck during clarity calls?
Hmm. I basically feel that, now since in the industry, everybody is getting into freelancing, or maybe people don't want to do jobs since, Gen Zs are so bored of the culture that jobs have made.
Yeah,
These people can't stick in one platform on one company and all that, right? So what they have decided is they would move on. They'll get into freelancing. Now, the one major problem that they face is lead generation. They are not able to generate leads for their business. But this is something that they expect. They think, that this is the problem. But in general, what problem is that it's offer creation. If you don't have a good offer in place to offer to your clients, I don't think anybody is gonna work with you, right? It's very difficult for anybody to believe in you or to understand what exactly you do. So you need to be very sure about what kind of offer you want to create and you want to present to your clients or ideal leads, and then getting to the point where searching for leads or just finding ways how to generate leads. So I would say one common problem is is to create an offer.
yeah. So, how do you maintain a high standard of quality as your business continues to grow?
Right. So basically, I do invest a lot in resources. And secondly, my team. Right. So my team has to be so good that my clients do not question tomorrow that what has your team done. So that has happened a lot in the past previously, majorly because a lot of, like, I was not very concerned. Plus secondly, I did not know like how exactly to hire people, like, good people in the industry, like not those who have good skills, but those who are good at ethics, who are honest, who are transparent, all that. So today I really can, like sit here, do the podcast, be anywhere, running my other verticals of the business, do all that while my team in the back end is, functioning very well. So I would say the first thing is to hire like good team with good work ethics, with honesty. So that has been, a game changer for me, to like scale as we scale, like maintaining the quality that becomes easy.
So, in today's world of automation and AI, how do you balance using tech tools with keeping your marketing personal and authentic?
Got it. So we don't use a lot of tech tools though, but in the world of AI, I still believe, like, forget me, like I am like I'm a budding entrepreneur. But if you look at big entrepreneurs, people who have built billions of businesses, and then billion-dollar businesses, million-dollar businesses, unicorn founders, these people are directly speaking that AI cannot really replace humans at all, like in the next, I don't know how many years, like more than even 10 years, a decade. So I, in fact, myself think that a team, I definitely need a good team, human, specifically humans who can help me apart from AI that can like, boost our work, like, and maybe not on the efficiency end, but on, doing things fast. So that is all that I think AI is helpful for. But we really cannot like rely on AI like that.
So, you help entrepreneurs and businesses grow through LinkedIn and personal branding. What drives you to do this work and what inspired your career choice?
What? Can you repeat the question?
So basically, what drives you to do this work and what inspired your career choice? Why are you doing what you're doing, basically?
Got it. Understood. Okay. So, basically, just because, I'm passionate about this, I would stop today if I'm not at all. So the thing is, when I started off, I could even forget that I have to have my e meals like lunch and dinner. My mom would say, just come, have your dinner, and then get back to work. I would forget everything. I would forget that I have a family, which is not good, I believe. I know that. But, I'm so passionate about this. I was so passionate about building this, about helping like building a service-based business, helping clients and helping them grow their revenue and their followers and all that I used to do. So yeah, I mean it's all about that I'm passionate about it and that's why I do it. There's another reason is that a lot of people might disagree with me, but I believe that money is very important for me. Like it's not that it has not been previously or I don't come from that kind of family. It's not like that. I come from a very well family, but it's just that tomorrow, if something happens, I don't want to think about money. Like, if I want to take a trip, I would go ahead because I'm not somebody who would take a lot of trips, not a travel person, honestly, would be. But if there is anything that I want to invest in, I shouldn't be thinking that I don't have money. So that is another thing that really drives me a lot, to grow in my career and just do something big, so that I'm able to create impact. Along with that, I'm also able to, make the amount that I really want to make and just don't think about it tomorrow, like whenever I want to invest something.
So, our last question for you is what advice would you like to give to your younger self?
So the thing is, until I was 21, I did not have a lot of clarity what I'm gonna do. In fact, the thought of just thinking that what I would do next after my graduation used to panic me. So I never used to give that a thought. So my routine in college used to be like I would come from college, watch some series, sleep off, that's it. So that was my whole thing, a whole time, like my 3 years went like that. But one thing that I would like to give my younger self is to believe in yourself, honestly, because I never believed in myself for doing anything. So my, in fact, going ahead with biology in graduation is something that my family decided for me because I couldn't do it myself. Like, so I don't want to that, I really don't want to become that noob again. And I understand that, believing in yourself solves 100% all of the problems that you have in front of you. So yes, to my younger self, I would really like to say that, you should believe in yourself, should have believed in yourself, in fact today you would have been a lot ahead in life, which is okay. Matlab, I learned it a bit later, which is fine. Like the growth that I have seen since then is great now, like that compensates with whatever one I wanted to give the lesson to.
Yeah, that's great, Bharti. So, Bharti, thank you so much for sharing your time and sharing all this valuable information with us. And I would also like to thank our audience for making the time for tuning in and being part of the Life Portraits community. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bharti. Have a good day.
Thank you so much, Ajay. Yes, thank you.